So, just gonna chit chat for a little bit and, get comfified. You gotta cut the. No! No, what are you doing?
Mommy.
What? There's no potatoes.
I want potatoes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then, never mind. Thank you for letting me know. I'll have the kale and the quinoa, okay? Okay. He wants the potato. So, whatever you make, please eat, okay? Thank you. Hey, welcome. Just getting a little bit situated. I like to take my time. I like to show my process. I will post this later, but I do want to be able to see your comments if you actually have any questions or anything like that. So I am going to go on here. And I want to be able to have the chat. And that. They don't tell you how to do this. It's okay. We figure it out as we go. There we go. I did it. All right. So, hello, welcome. So I finished my crown like I wanted to do my flower crown that I made in Soul Shift. This actually it was last year. I know I sound like it's not sponsored by the way. I'm in Soul Shift. This will be my second year. It's through stagegoddess.com. She's fantastic. She has PhD. She used to teach in colleges. So check her out because she's amazing. And I consider her my sister and my mentor. So she is absolutely amazing. And I love her so much because she's brought this into my life. So there we go. And this. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to smudge. You can hear my kiddo. Okay. So this is a charcoal tab. This is what we smudge most of the time. Sometimes you can get the sage leaf. I don't have it on me right now at the moment, but I use crushed sage as well in my I don't take any chemical meds. So if you were to do this, talk to your doctor first. But I do put sage in my coffee, just a little bit. I also put in, oh my goodness. I put in ashwagandha. I put in rose petals or rosebuds, or I've actually been using rose hips because the local store that I get my herbs from is out of rose petals and rosebuds. And so these are the last two that I have right now, but I'm going to be turning them into earrings. Thank you. So I got 35 minutes before I got to check the supper. Anyway, I'm going to be turning these into there's a lag in the video, and so now I'm just now seeing it. That's my kiddo. Anyway, I'm turning these into earrings, a set of earrings, and then I'm gonna see if I can't offer one up. But anyway, these are not going to go on the tab. I don't own the music in the background. I'm going to smudge. I'm going to be crafting, but before I do that, I'm going to pull like... I want to pull a card, but at the same time, I don't want to pull a card. So what I want to do is I want to continue on with this craft here, but at the same time, I'm wanting, to do this. I can wait on this for a while. I started this over on my Facebook page. There we go. So I'm also bringing out, because I have two of these that I have to work on. So I was commissioned to make this pendant, and I am bound to finish it. I'm going to finish it. I've actually gone through, ooh, it's really cold, so I don't want to do anything to it because it is so cold right now. So I was commissioned to do this piece, and I'm going to finish it. And it is Archangel Metatron. There's things that I want to do to it, so it's not even done. I think that's actually pretty good. So I did that freehand. The one thing I did do was I used like a diamond bit as like a stencil for the circles. And then the rest of it is freehand, but then there's also the back. And what happened with this one, because this one is not for sale. I will be doing these more, but they're going to take time, and they're not going to be done like that. This takes a lot out of me. So this, you know, it really makes me, this whole journey really has opened my eyes and has allowed me to be grateful for the carved stone pieces that I do have, because there is a lot of work. There is a lot of energy that it takes to create something by hand like this. And I live with fibromyalgia, so we're getting along right now. We're getting along. We are. And I'm grateful because, you know, I have a lot of this that I want to do. And I was so excited about this piece in the beginning. I was like, do I have the skills? I'm like, wait a minute. I can draw freehand like nobody's freaking business. I've got great artistic skills. Yeah, I do. I have this in me. I totally have this in me. And while I am not angry at myself for taking as long as I have on this, I'm proud of myself for I kept going. There were days where I'm like, I don't feel inspired. And if I don't feel the inspiration, if I'm not in that inspiration, everybody knows inspiration comes and goes. And it's up to us to like go with the inspiration or to just be like, no, it's not for me. This is for me. I was chosen to do this. So I also want to share my process because I learned how to do this from Bobby Duke Arts, and he cracks me up. Just, yeah. He inspired me to name my channel Callie Owens Arts. But he is an amazing artist. You should see some of the freaking, oh my God, the phenomenal, oh my God. Have you seen his video on the resin cast with the LED lights? Have you seen that? Have you seen the resin cast that he did, the carving, the sculpture of like the hand? Just such amazing art. And then he's done the cue ball where he's carved a skull out of cue balls or out of pool balls. It's freaking, thank you so much. He's not, I don't even know him. I've never talked to him or anything like that, but I follow his videos. He's an amazing artist. And I basically learned what I'm doing here from him. So he's given me some inspiration and some pointers. And so anyway, he showed me that my art is beautiful no matter what. No matter what. It looks like I need my contacts on. Because I really don't want to do that. There we go. Well, it is it is contact season, so. Actually, I do want to open, this is how I do this. If this is not for you, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to open a circle of white light. Okay, this is selenite. This is basically pure white light. I'm going to turn this into a wand at some point with my newfound carving skills. So I'm going to smudge. I'm going to light my candle because I like to bring in, where did I put it? That's the thing. I know I had it. I had it to light that up. So where'd it go? Found it. I hid it from myself for some weird goofball, oddball reason. Okay. So before this commission, I had never done this. This is my first talisman. This is my first pendant carving. I mean, this is my first. So I'm putting a lot of thought and a lot of intention, positive intention. So before I start carving, I also want to, I want to open the circle. I want to call in the guardians of the seven sacred directions: east, south, west, north, and then upper, middle, and lower. And these are all positive higher beings. So anyway. All right. Okay, so I call in my spirit guides, my guardians. I call in the guardians of the 7 sacred directions. Call in Lakshmi, Sarasvati, and Lord Ganesha as well. I call in the Holy Spirit. Jesus, I will light the Jesus candle in a moment. I'll do it in a moment. Okay. All right. Call in Mother Mary. I call in Mary Magdalene. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You can call in your spirit guides and your healing guides and whoever you pray to, Jesus, Mother Mary. Okay. I want to do. We have 25 minutes, so maybe a quick tarot card reading would be better because then we're going to have supper. And I don't really want to miss supper, so. Oh, bummer, it went out. It's okay. No big deal. I'm going to put on some jasmine. I have frankincense and myrrh. I use frankincense and myrrh. Okay. So I put on the frankincense and the myrrh. I see. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. So I had to see that in order to like redirect my thoughts. Bless me. Bless me. It's okay. I'm sitting on the frankincense. We're just going to go with it. That's totally okay. So which card deck do you guys want me to pull from? Because I have several. I can pull a card for one for each of you. I do not mind. I'm out of fluid and I really don't want to spend the money, so I'm trying to be. There we go. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's not going out. Or it is going out, I should say. Yeah, there's not enough fluid in there. All right. Well, I just call in Jesus. You know, you don't need the candle. I'm going to move on. All right. So how about I'll do the Essential Tarot. And then how much? Yeah, 20 minutes. So we'll be all right. So then I'll pull one from here. All right. It's cool because it got the cards. It was what I was aiming for. A lot of these are upside down. Well, they do have reversals in this deck, so no big cheese. We deal with reversals like we, switch it around like it never happened. Unless it's something that you need to learn, which is usually the case. But leave those out. Over here. All right. I just got it all over the table, and I really don't care because I had to clean it anyway. Oh, fuzzy hands. Cats. Are your animals acting like they got something up their butt? Because, oh my God, my cat. He's not even my cat. He's my kid's cat. He's got the fish, which is salmon. And it comes from the organic pet food store. And I know the human in me is like, why? What? But me knowing his cat behavior is like he's just trying to take care of his family. But for some reason, he thinks that his family is... I'm like, I don't know what to do with you, buddy. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do for you. Like... Sometimes it's the energy. Sometimes it's... I don't know. So I want you to connect with your intuition. I want you to connect with your intuition. And I'm going to try something new. I feel like tarot is up to the interpretation in most cases. But everyone's situation, everything is different. Okay. Let's bring it down here. It snowed earlier today. It was the most magical thing I have ever seen. So, before I get into this, I knew that we were going to have snow, and it's supposed to snow off and on for the next couple of days. It's typical weather for the region. It blew in all of a sudden. It was just this huge gust of wind, and I was like, is this the snow that they talk of? They speak of. I've been watching Anne with an E on Netflix. I barely remember reading Anne of Green Gables as a child, but I am just like so super stoked. I don't know what it is within me that was like, oh my God, it's Anne of Green Gables, you know, type. Possibly because I relate so much. I love that show. Okay, anyway. Present moment. Okay. Anyway, it blew in and then it just like started snowing. And then I showed my son and he's like, oh my God, Mom, this is horrible. And I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, the power's going to go out. I'm like, no, it's not. Because the last time that happened, I had to tell him I'm teaching him, dude. You're so good. You know? So good. All right, so I'm gonna smudge. Can never smudge enough. Unless you don't like smudge, in that case, that's not your medicine. It could be sweetgrass. And I wanted sweetgrass, and then whenever I tried to go get it, they were out. And I'm like, okay, well, apparently not. Now's not the time for me to have sweetgrass. And again, it might not be my medicine. I work with cedarwood. I work with sage. So, all right. So I think what I'm going to do is, because I don't know who you are, I don't know your names, but I can pull a collective card for those who are watching now and for those who are, watching later. Because no. It flopped out, but it was upside down. And so I'm like, well, I don't really want to connect to that. I'm going to connect to that. In this deck, when it's reversed, a tumultuous relationship has too many ups and downs. Open the lines of communication to avoid misunderstandings. I think in every relationship, we need to open the lines of communication to avoid understandings. So I think that that's probably the huge, and I just flipped right back up to it. I think it's a huge message for like, current state of things. It's interesting. So I'm going to put it back in here. Thank you for that message. That's all right. We have 10 minutes. All right. All right. Collective and those who will be watching Later date. 5 of Pentacles pops out. Page of If this resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't make it fit. I know I have to, like... All right, for those who are watching and who will be watching later, this one, this one, this one. Those there. The Lovers. What I focused on was messages of the highest good for those involved who will be watching now, or who are watching now and who will be watching later. Ace of Swords. And the Moon. So for me personally, the new thing that I wanted to do was basically say, all right, what do you feel from these cards for you specifically? And then the Ace of Swords. And if you have to, you can close your eyes and feel the energy of the card. And let your intuition interpret the messages that are meant for you. And then the last one is the Moon. Thank you for that. So I'm going to go with Archangel Raphael. I wanted to go, actually, initially, I wanted Archangel Michael. So I'm going to follow that. As opposed to be like, no. Yeah, see? They're even talking to me, so it's not like I'm out of the mix. All right. Pay attention to your dreams. I did have an odd dream last night, but it was just like, is this even relevant? Type thing. Like, yeah, I feel like for me personally, the message in that dream is like, don't go back into old habits. Don't go back into old habits. Now's not the time. You know, now is the time to like, this is a new decade. So we gotta. Okay, so this is the last one. And then here, I'm gonna pull this down. I'm gonna that one. That one. There we go. Focus upon divine perfect health. So it says, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. And then sense of humor. We all know that God has a sense of humor. We all know. We all know this. And it's an amazing thing to know because then it's like it allows us to have a sense of humor too. So it says, my prayer is, thank you for helping me see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. Amen, aho, and so it is. Bless me. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. I love the art on these. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. It's Archangel Michael. All right, so Archangel Raphael. Okay. Easy does it. Just redirecting my thoughts. So it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, please to help me detach, retreat, and let go so healing can occur. Detoxification. When it says to give up caffeine, I'm not even judging because like I'm trying to get rid of the caffeine. Like I love coffee, okay? I also drink a cup of kombucha tea. I'm starting to. like every day. But I still love my coffee. So I don't know. I might end up swapping out my kombucha for my coffee. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. Okay, so quick story. Quick story. Back in 2009, I watched this documentary called The Future of Food. And it's not sponsored. I watched this movie back in 2009 and it scared the ever loving out of me. Like I didn't want to eat for two weeks. And I just stopped. I'm like, what am I doing that for? Because that's just really ridiculous. I just got to watch what I eat. So now I read my labels. I read my labels on everything. Not just my food. I read my labels on my cleaning products, which is why I started making my own cleaning products. Because of all the chemicals that are in there. I started reading labels on my skincare. That's why I started making my own skincare stuff. If I cannot pronounce it, but I do focus on non-GMO products. I do focus on non-GMO products and vegan, no animal testing. So I put all the, I make sure that there's the good stuff in there. The one thing, the biggest thing that I look out for, what helped me, if I can't pronounce it and it doesn't go on my body, your skin takes 3 seconds for whatever topical thing that you put on your skin, like lotions, what have you. It takes 3 seconds to enter the bloodstream. So like, I'm not plugging this, but this stuff is amazing. I love it. I got it off Wish. And it's okay. Anyway, moving on. Well, getting back to that real quick, parenthesis. So it helped me in my weight loss journey by looking at all of my food, making sure that I'm not putting in things that don't go in my body, that don't even belong in my body. That is why I put sage in my coffee. That is why I put ashwagandha, and I also put in raw cacao, rose, because rose actually helps you to hydrate. So hydrating, and it does wonders for your skin. What else do I put in there? Oh, I put cardamom in. I started putting in cardamom powder in my, just a little bit in my coffee. The ashwagandha, I'm very, very I don't overdo it. What else lavender buds, just enough to relax me. And then raw cacao powder. And in the morning, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh, this is great. It really does. It helps me. Although, trying to tell that to my cats before I give them their food, we're still having that conversation. So, okay. Anyway, moving on. Inner authority. So it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. And then the last card is alternative. There's your answer. Oh, Jesus. That was like the cherry on the icing right there. So it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to the ideal healing treatment modality and for giving me clear signs and messages to validate the best path for my well-being. Oh, he's doing laundry. Okay, that's good. You don't want that much soap, buddy. Man, I think you got it. Thank you. Okay, so the buzzer went ding. We're going to close our circle here. Buzzer went ding. Timer went ding. Anyway, read your labels. If you can't pronounce it, go to Akosia. You can put it on your Google extension. You can download it on. There's an app for it on your. I know it's on Android and on iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. But anyway, go on there and look up the ingredients on the back of an item that's in your, that whenever you're at the store. Pull it up. While you're on Akosia, you're actually planting trees. They're up to 8 million trees. They're up to over 8 million trees right now. They've planted already. So pretty amazing. But you can, as you search, you're planting trees, but at the same time, you're also becoming more educated as to our food system and how everything is made and everything like that. So, yeah, that's the future. The Future of Food was the name of the documentary, and just don't get scared. Just read your labels. If it doesn't come out of the earth, if it doesn't come out of the ground, I just don't buy it. And it saves me money. So, I mean, yeah, I have to be more conscious about what I eat and everything like that. I gave up Sonic and then I replaced it with miso. So it's not, I mean, in miso, oh my God, it's so good. It's absolutely delicious. And it's like my time that I pamper myself. It's like self-care. That's what I think of it as, that's my self-care. So that one, or I'll go to Chipotle, and I really enjoy Chipotle. It's really good. But miso is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyway. I hope this reading resonated with you. I will probably go live again tomorrow. I will make an announcement, like I'll write an event for it. I do have some errands that I have to run tomorrow. The timer did ding, buddy. I do have some errands that I have to run around and have to do. So I don't quite know, but you can also go over to my Facebook page. You can go over to my Facebook page and check out the event that I'll have it posted by tomorrow. Okay. So let's. So I give thanks to my spirit guides, to Lakshmi and Saraswati and Lord Ganesha, Holy Spirit, Jesus, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael. And I release them in gratitude. Though I know that they're there always. They're always there. I just need to ask them to step forward. I give thanks to the guardians of the seven sacred directions, the lower, the middle, the upper realms, north, west, south, east. Releasing you in gratitude. I give thanks for you both sticking around and just, hanging out with me and having fun and doing a reading. And I'm going to go eat supper. Super yummy in the tummy. But anyway, I hope they resonated with you. I hope you can take away, even if you have to jot down what your spirit guide said, you can connect to your spirit guides and then write down whatever messages that you have for you. Thanks. You could write whatever messages were meant for you. Connect with your spirit guides. Connect with your higher self. Oh my God. Really blessed with that kid. He does his laundry by himself. I don't have to ask him. I didn't say anything. He did it all by himself every week. Every week. Like that. We're really blessed. So anyway, thank you both for sticking around. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great evening, okay? Bye. It's on.